everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, where we take a look at this week's patch notes, as well as a couple banners that are happening and if you should summon. I'm sorry this video wasn't up earlier. Usually I have these out right as they're released, but I wasn't going to do one this time because I didn't think it needed it, because a lot of these are rehashes here. But I woke up to a bunch of questions. So, I mean, I guess if y'all want it, we gotta answer, right? So let's take a look here. First off, we are getting some more special side story, Thieves Under the Light of the Full Moon. This is all good. Enhanced artifact. Ooh, the prayer beads are an enhanced artifact. That is something. Do not like how they do that. That's one of my biggest gripes, especially since artifacts aren't guaranteed. I still remember, I'm sorry to bring this up, it brings back tragic memories for me, but I still remember having to do Cerise's artifact after getting a triple S Cerise and not getting, or not having the artifact to get the boost. I really think this should be boost for the character instead of the artifact, if anything. Just feels really wrong, especially since it feels like they're punishing you more for artifacts. Anyway, enough of that. This is pretty excited. The story so far was pretty great for this. I've been really enjoying the story lately. They've been doing a really great job, IMO. We've got the farm here. There's Twisted Fangs. I love Twisted Fangs. What else? There's some gold stuff. Cool. Everything is as expected. We've got some new rewards here as well. Desert Light Bracelet. Do we know the stats of that yet? I think we do. Either way, it's an immunity piece, so it's going to be a definite pull, or not a pull, but a definite buy, IMO. We then have one of the first banners, and this is Tenebria with Crimson Moon of Nightmares, a new artifact. So, to preface these two summons and these two banners, I am very much expecting a boatload of new characters soon. So to me, it doesn't really matter how good a character is right now. If they're already in the game and or they aren't limited, there is very little chance I'm pulling for them, because I am fully under the impression there's a lot coming soon with the new episode. And also this month and 2 months after this, we do have Halloween and we have Christmas. So I fully expect limited units for at least one of those two. So be super aware of that. And I'm the type of person who likes to save more than a pity for a limited unit, because it takes me more than a pity for a limited unit to get their artifact. And that is important for those seasonal limited units. So just keep that in mind before we talk about this. I'm probably going to reference it a couple times, so just be really careful. So Crimson Moon of Nightmares is a 14% dual attack, and it also increases effectiveness by 40% on a mage. I think this is actually a pretty decent artifact, but RNG is RNG. I found when using something like Rosa Garna, it doesn't really do what I want it to do, because I need to rely on the RNG, and I don't like relying on RNG for an artifact. I like relying on stuff that is pretty much 100% gonna happen. Like, for example, the 40% or whatever chance for Alexa's Basket to hit greater attack when you're fighting it. That's 100% of the time. Also, stuff like SSB's Rengar Special Drink is 100%, always happens. The Abyss Plate or Abyss Draco Plate, that's what it's called. Also, another artifact that is always going to happen. I'm a big fan of that style. And if it's not that style, I like it to be game-changing. For example, something like Abyssal Crown, where you just stun their whole team. Dual attack is great and all, and it is pretty fantastic, so maybe it's worth it, but mages just have such stellar artifacts, I don't think so. As for Tenebria herself, I think she's a great unit. She's really good. I like her in all forms of PvP, not so much for PvE. But again, I'm super wary on pulling right now because of what might be coming, especially since she's a non-limited. So for this one here, I think if you really have a plan for this artifact, maybe throw some summons in, but only if you're super resource rich right now, IMO. And of course, waifus are waifu. Tenebria is amazing and she's waifu, so if that's something you're into, definitely pull. Then we have Ken, and Ken is a very interesting one. I don't know when his buffs are coming in. I should have checked that out before this video, but Ken has the potential to be really insane after his buffs. So this is something I'm kind of curious about. If somebody in the comments let me know whether or not Ken's buff will be out before this happens, because if Ken's buff is out before the banner goes away, you'll know how good he is in actuality before you decide to pull. As for his artifact here, I do not like it. 40% chance is cool, like Alexa's Basket, 100% chance every time the enemy does it, but increased effect resistance and defense just doesn't seem as good, you know? Like the thing with Alexa's Basket, a lot of people compare it to that, is when you proc Alexa's Basket, you're threatening their whole team to die. If you proc this, you're just threatening nothing, right? Like, hey, let's say you have it on somebody, they proc it, you're like, okay, I'll hit somebody else, you know? So that doesn't feel the greatest for me. I do not really like this artifact at all. I don't even think it's great for PvE because there's better options here. So definitely don't think this is worth pulling for at all. So for Ken, I'm going to say the same thing. I really do feel like there's a lot coming. If you're a huge fan of Ken, if you like his design, he's actually kind of funny in the story. I might vomit trying to say this out loud. He's actually kind of warming up to him. Wow, I can't believe I said that. I'm actually kind of warming up to Ken after this year, just because he's actually been kind of adorable in the story. He hasn't been as much I'm gonna fight you and you're stupid sort of thing, like I'm better than you, like ML He's been like just kind of happy-go-lucky, you know? So if Ken is for you, I think he's got a potential for both PvE and PvP. Specifically, I think he'll be a pretty great bruiser for Guild War offense. Maybe if his buffs are insane, he might be good for RTA as well. I really don't know there. But in general, I would advise against it. These are two specialized characters where if you really like them as a character, that would be the only way I would pull. We are then getting Yuna's after school party added to the shop. By the way, I have 120 skin tokens right now, and I'm only missing 2 skins. So I can buy every skin in the game, and I've never bought anything that has tokens in it outside of the epic passes. So I really think they need to start pumping these out because they'll make a lot of money off of the skins here. That's a big request, is just pump out some more skins that look amazing. I think that would be fantastic. So that's going to be it for today. That's all I wanted to look at. There's also a bunch of hunt buffs and everything coming, so make sure you are doing hunts. Also keep in mind, we should have new hunts. I believe it was in November, so I'm personally saving all of my leafs until November because I'd rather save that for the hunts then, just because there's going to be new gear sets coming out. So just a couple tips here and there, and hopefully that works out for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. My general answer for these 2 units is no, you should not pull. I will say it straight. Save for limited, save for new units, you know, and go from there. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.